Join me as I dive into the mysteries of ancient Egyptian magic and try to unlock its most powerful spells and sorcery. From the mystical rites that guided the journey to the afterlife to the incantations that summoned the protection of powerful deities, ancient Egyptian magic holds secrets that continue to fascinate and intrigue us today. In this video, you'll discover the fascinating realm of ancient Egyptian magic, including the spells, sorcery, and mysticism that shaped their beliefs and practices. Despite its significance, much of Egyptian magic remains a mystery to modern audiences. Many of us are familiar with the iconic pyramids, mummies, and hieroglyphics, but the underlying magical practices that govern their daily lives are often overlooked. To truly understand ancient Egyptian culture, we need to delve deeper into their mystical worldview. Egyptian magic was a complex system that wove together mythology, astrology, and spiritual practices to create a rich tapestry of rituals and spells. By exploring this mystical realm, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and creativity of the ancient Egyptians. But how can we unlock these secrets and understand their true essence? One way is to examine the various forms of magical texts, such as the pyramid texts, coffin texts, and the Book of the Dead. These texts weren't just religious manuscripts. They were powerful magical tools. For instance, the pyramid texts contain some of the oldest known religious spells, which were etched into the walls of royal tombs to ensure the pharaoh's protection in the afterlife. Spells from the pyramid texts were meant to guide the soul through the underworld, warding off evil forces and ensuring a peaceful transition into eternity. Another key source of ancient Egyptian magic is the Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and prayers written on papyrus and buried with the deceased to help them navigate the afterlife. Within this book, you'll find spells for protection, guidance, and empowerment, such as the famous weighing of the heart spell, where the deceased's heart is weighed against the feather of truth to determine their fate in the afterlife. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul could enter paradise. If heavier, it would be devoured by the monstrous goddess Ammit. Let's not forget the priests and priestesses who played a vital role in performing these magical rituals. Serving as intermediaries between the human and divine realms, these individuals were skilled in the arts of magic and astrology. They used specialized tools like wands, amulets, and statues to channel divine power. The hieroglyphic carvings on these tools were believed to hold magical power, granting the wearer or the person they were used on protection, health, and prosperity. At the heart of Egyptian magic lay a deep reverence for the gods and goddesses, who were believed to possess supernatural powers. Egyptian magic wasn't just about casting spells. It was about invoking the favor of the gods to manipulate the forces of nature and reality itself. The Egyptians developed an elaborate pantheon of deities, each with their own distinct personality and sphere of influence. For instance, Isis, one of the most beloved and powerful goddesses, was associated with magic, healing, and protection. She was often invoked in spells meant to safeguard loved ones or restore health. Isis herself was a master of spells, once using magic to learn the secret name of the sun god Re, which gave her immense power. Another example is Anubis, the god of mummification and the afterlife, who was often called upon in funerary rites to guide the souls of the dead. His presence was key to ensuring a smooth passage into the afterlife, with spells and prayers invoking his guidance to protect the deceased from the dangers of the underworld. Rituals, too, were central to Egyptian magic. These rituals often involved a combination of spoken spells, symbolic gestures, and offerings to the gods. For example, during the festival of Weepa Trempet, the Egyptian New Year, priests performed elaborate rituals to renew the powers of the pharaoh and ensure prosperity for the kingdom. Ritual tools like ceremonial masks, sistrums, musical instruments used in religious ceremonies, and incense burners were used to call forth the presence of deities and spirits, creating a sacred space for the magical rites to unfold. One particularly powerful and well-known magical ritual was the opening the mouth ceremony, which was performed during the mummification process. This ritual was believed to restore the senses of the dead so they could eat, drink, and speak in the afterlife. The process involved intricate steps, including the use of sacred tools like the adze, a small instrument shaped like a crescent, to symbolically open the mouth and eyes of the deceased. The opening the mouth ritual was more than just a spiritual rite. It was a profound expression of the Egyptians' belief in the continuity of life after death. They understood that death was not the end, but merely a transition to a different existence, and the magic they performed was essential to ensure this transition went smoothly. It also demonstrated their belief in the interconnectedness of the physical and spiritual worlds. Every action taken in this world had ripples in the afterlife. Another fascinating aspect of Egyptian magic is the use of amulets. The ankh, for example, symbolized life and was often placed on mummies to ensure a continuation of life in the afterlife. Amulets of scarab beetles were also used for protection, as they were believed to hold transformative powers. Just as the beetle could transform waste into nourishment, these amulets were thought to bring transformation and regeneration to the soul. The Egyptians also had spells for everyday needs, such as protection against illness, good harvests, or success in personal ventures. One such example is the Sipi of Horus, a type of protective charm that depicted the child god Horus standing on crocodiles while holding dangerous animals. It was meant to protect against bites from venomous creatures and was often placed in homes or temples as a form of spiritual protection. Our journey into the mysteries of ancient Egyptian magic has revealed a complex, multifaceted system that wove together mythology, astrology, and spiritual practices. Egyptian magic wasn't just about casting spells. It was an entire worldview that connected the physical and spiritual worlds. From the divine power of gods like Isis and Anubis to the intricate spells contained in texts like the Book of the Dead, ancient Egyptian magic was central to how they understood life, death, and the cosmos. By exploring the magical texts, rituals, and deities of ancient Egypt, we can gain a deeper appreciation for their ingenuity, creativity, and profound reverence for the mysteries of life and death. Even today, their magical practices continue to intrigue enthusiasts and scholars alike, leaving us to wonder what other secrets might still be hidden in the sands of time. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient magic, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos on mystical traditions from around the world.